Yeah, I mean, it's just what it is. It's what it is. I mean, everybody's out there seeking the truth. Great. Well, when they find it, they can let me know all about it. And we just know that that's never going to happen. That's fine. And I don't know why spiritual people would be having trouble with money. And is there a war? Is there a spiritual war that they're having? It's just what it is. My understanding is that the destiny swap was allowed to happen, and they're in God's hands now, and that's where I'm leaving them. It's where I don't go against the divine. If the divine wants to cart them off to the lake of fire, that's fine with me. I don't get in the way of the divine. Not at all, especially not over money. Because it's what it is. I don't have any problem with that. So, what I do have a problem with is destiny swappers going to the lake of fire. Being drugged to hell. That's what it is. I mean, we did everything we could to stop them, and they didn't listen. And I certainly want to be wrong. However, if that energy keeps following me lifetime after lifetime, it's probably just for the best. It's probably just for the best that never happens again. Simple enough. It's between them and God at this point. She said, Pisces, how are they going to make you compete where they don't even compare? And that's it. I mean, that's what I'm saying. And now they have to prove to themselves and everyone else that the destiny swap wasn't allowed and that karma is not going to come crashing down on them. See, I don't have any problems as a spiritual person with finances. I was smarter than to listen to those people. It's just what it is. And I mean, I understand I'm a little hard to understand, but fuck, if you're listening to people that you understand perfectly and everything in your life is a fucking nightmare, well, chances are you were listening to the wrong people. That's why I don't listen to them. You listen to them, you end up in an 8-year cycle in a karmic nightmare. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I'm not concerned with that. That's what it is. Simple enough. Now, I have to look for earth angels they couldn't sacrifice. Simple enough. No, I don't know what kind of war or revolution on reality they're having, but they lost, and it probably cost the devil hell. That's what it is. I don't know. They can prove that. They can worry about themselves at this point. Simple enough. Now, me, I mean, if they were trying to destiny swap, then that means there was a destiny, and I'll be taking all of that, whether you're a part of it or not. Simple enough. So, because, I mean, that's the thing is, when I hear a reader that says, every time they try to take from the anointed one or take from the earth angel, they're initiating the end of the world. Well, yeah, that's the end of their timeline. It's the end of their world, and that's fine. That's fine. We're all for people not doing anything like this ever again in this lifetime or the next. Simple enough. Harmony and balance in the universe. Simple enough. That's what it is, because you got to think they manifested God getting involved, and that's the thing is I don't get in the way of the Most High Creator. I don't. I let Him have His way with you. Him, her. If God were anything, it would be a woman. It would be a woman. Mother, Father, God, same thing. It'd be the all that is. So why the all that is chasing these people with storms? I'm not getting in the way. I'm not getting in the way of these people being chased with storms. I'm too busy looking for storm angels. That's what it is. I'm too busy looking for moonshine angels. It's just what it is. It's just what it is, because, I mean, that's the whole thing about a divine test, and they took the bait. That means if they took the bait, then the divine has them. Now, if they took the devil's bait, then the devil has them. Simple enough. We'll just be calling our power back. We want our energy completely removed from any of that karma scenario. It's just what it is. Can't do anything about that. On the emotional side of things, it's just what it is. I mean, when you leave an earth angel to die, chances are the earth angel is going to leave them to their own demise. They're in God's hands. I can't do anything about that. I can't get in the way of God. I can't do that. You end up stuck at Burning Man. You end up Munsoned. You end up Kingpin Munsoned out at Burning Man, when you get in the way of the divine plan. So that's what it is. So while God is just running these people over and they're, oh God, how do we get out of this? You don't. You got in the divine lane and now the divine is running you over. Simple enough. It's not that hard to figure out. God is all that is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light. Has to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself, as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. That's what it is. I mean, they don't have any spiritual protection, so I don't know why would they be trying to win a war? How money affects spiritual people and how to end the war. Why would you be wanting to end that war? Do you not have spiritual protection? So sorry, I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. Don't want to do anything. All I want to do is find that earth angel. It's just what it is. And until I find that earth angel, if it's natural disaster after natural disaster, I'm sorry, I can't do anything about that. That's acts of God. That's God's will. I don't get in the way of that. I just don't. Nothing happens by chance. Everything happens for a reason. There is no such thing as a coincidence. Everything is a co-created experience with the divine. That's what it is. I mean, when these ladies say that they're under judgment, that's where they're at. They're under that shit. We've ascended. We've ascended above the judgment that they're under. It's that simple. It's not that hard to figure out. This is judgment. They're under that shit. Judgment is coming down. Coming down on the ascended master, we have ascended above judgment that they're under. Simple enough. I can't do anything about that. They're under judgment. They're under divine judgment. That's going against the divine. I can't get in the way. It's just what it is. You can't bribe the divine. You can't stop the divine. The divine just does what the divine does. Cards in the upright? No, cool, we'll flip it around. On the emotional side of things, yeah, it's a total failure. No new beginnings for these individuals. They tried to sacrifice an earth angel. They're under God's wrath. That's what it is. I bet they do want to win the war with God, and that's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything. I'm looking for people with spiritual protection, and if they don't have any spiritual protection, they can't. They've had enough from me. I've given all I can get. I gave it the office. Simple enough. Masters in the upright. So, on the emotional side of things, total fucking failure has led to the master in the upright. Thank you for that. It's the phoenix rising from the ashes energy. That's what it is. All those lies will be coming out because the master is in the upright. Imagine that. Imagine that. And I mean, generally, when you have to rely on the divine, and then I get natural disasters on holidays named after people I know, I'm looking for people that can name natural disasters after holidays after people that they know. That's just the kind of people that I want to surround myself with. Because if they're the kind of FAFO people that can name a natural disaster after someone they know on the holidays, chances are you don't want to fuck around and find out with that person. And I'm just the kind of individual that likes to fuck around and find out. So on the light switch situation, yeah, we don't even have to remove that negativity from the powers that were. They're running scared. The demons are running for the hills. Why spiritual people have money problems and how to end the war. Well, you end the war with natural disasters. Simple enough. They're under judgment. So divine judgment's coming down on them. Best I can do. Families are being flipped upside down. It's okay. They didn't care who they hurt and found out they were only hurting themselves. And that's a shame. That's a shame. I'm sorry. You know, I mean, it's what it is. I'm not a funeral home director, but if I were, I'm sure, you know, sorry for your loss. I'm sorry for your loss because they didn't give a shit who they hurt. And now that everybody's losing everything, they want to backpedal. No. We're sorry for your loss. You got a friend in me. Simple enough. That was one of the main techniques that Dolores Cannon taught us, was it doesn't matter what knowledge you have. It doesn't matter what kind of skills you possess, how good of a 5-star practitioner you are. If you don't have proper bedside manner when you're taking someone through the death experience, then you're never going to, it's what it is. That was the most important thing. Right, so there's an earth angel out there somewhere that they tried to sacrifice, and I have to go and show proper bedside manner to that individual. Now, on the flip side of those things, because I called all the tarot readers Whoopi Goldberg earlier, and it's what it is, and it's, you know, and I understand most people don't understand me very much anyway, but, you know, proper bedside manner for karmics that are under judgment, it's just what it is. You're more than welcome to. Yeah, I'm the kind of guy that you come out the back of the house and I'm in your fishnet stockings cooking breakfast. I'm just that kind of guy. And, you know, I've always wanted to be the last thing that my enemies see when they're, you know, kind of laid up, because it would be the enemy, not a client. because you want to have proper bedside manner with your clients. Proper bedside manners with the dark side of the Pisces is me dressed up like the Rocky Horror Picture Show, singing them, I heard that you were feeling ill, headache, fever, and a chill. And it's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Didn't we ask them to stop? And I don't even think that's really the bullies getting bullied. I think that's a guy in fishnet stockings at your bedside, bringing fudge from Uranus. Fudge from Uranus, flowers. It's just what it is. Because, when you try to sacrifice an earth angel, I'm sure that earth angel wants to be the last thing you see before you take your last breath. Simple enough. Putting your heart into your work, it was women who could not teach you anything. They got involved, their demons were triggered, they got everyone else involved, and now the hate train is crashing. I'm not on the hate train. The hate train is crashing. I hate to see the hate train crash. It's just what it is, but I'm not going to stop it. I'm not going to stop that hate train from going right the fuck off the cliff. I'm just not going to. That's stepping in front of a hate train that's going off a cliff. No, you just don't do that. So we got to be smarter than that. We got to be smarter than to get in the way of a hate train that's flying off a cliff. That's burdens. That's burdens that we're just fucking throwing off the cliff. Simple enough. Intuitive awareness. Has anybody found that earth angel yet? That's what it is. And, when there is an earth angel out there, a possibility of an earth angel out there that they couldn't sacrifice, like Harry Potter, because that's immediately going to make whatever group's magic didn't work. That's going to make them fucking Voldemort, he who shall not be named, and their little. Straight from the divine did. She had the reptilians all looking down at this one guy with the inner light of the INFJ hitting them in their big nose, and it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I got a big nose too. It's fine. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. The problem with a spiritual shapeshifter is I mirror them and everyone else. That's what it is. So I let the Most High judge. It's just what it is. But being the divine bait that they use it gives the divine the ability to take a snapshot of their soul with an INFJ seer of souls. There's plenty of research that can be done. It's simple enough. Simple enough. Right? And we knew that day was going to come where, you know what, if we can't beat him, we'll have to join him. Well, no. They were trying to beat God. And to be honest, I'm just the kind of guy that steps back and lets God whip your ass. It's just simple enough. I'm not getting in God's way. No. Ego deaths are abound. Simple enough. It's just what it is. I know that love, light, and truth set you free, and they want to take this to the grave with them. So the divine's going to let them. The divine's going to let them do that. It's just what it is. Ego deaths. When I heard that yesterday, that they wanted a full-on ending to an earth angel, but then all they got was an ego death. Okay, well, what comes around goes around. What comes around goes around. Will they be able to go through an ego death or the real thing? It's what it is. I have no compassion for that shit. I can't do anything about that. I'm not getting in the way of a divine hate train crash. It's just what it is. They got on the hate train and the divine is crashing it. I'm not going to get in the way of the divine or a hate train crash. It's what it is. You let that shit hit a brick wall. Simple enough. Change your consciousness. Simple enough. They don't want the earth angel changing the world. Well, I want the earth angel to change the world. So I'm going to look for that earth angel that's changing the world. The more haters you have, the more successful you're going to be. So we want to be successful in our endeavors. And there's going to, and if they're hating you, then you're doing something right. And that's fine. So when I hear the reality revolution wants to end the war, well, were they in a war with God? God always wins. What kind of dumbass prayers have been answered? That's what it is. We're distancing ourselves from those karmic energies. Yeah, show some gratitude to getting the fuck away from them. Simple enough. Yeah, that's what it is. Bad health. I can't do anything about that. You're talking about people who now realize that their health is in jeopardy, and I can't do anything about that. I'm not going to put my health in jeopardy. It's just what it is. Trying to save someone that's drowning, they'll drown you trying to save them. No. You just let them go. You just let them go. That's what it is. All over money. Look at that shit. Now that they're losing everything, yeah, you're the one that keeps getting away. Well, it's just what it is. When they zig, I zag with 5-star reviews. And the only reason that I'm zigging the only reason I'm zagging when they zig or zigging when they zag, either way is because most of these people are still stuck where I used to be trying to fucking roll up on an earth angel with some zigzags, and I'm not about that life anymore. I'm just not. I'm just not. And I don't care. I don't care about what people in the past. I'm not going back to the past. That's what it is. Once we went through a death and a rebirth and we shifted timelines, that means everything that I ever knew before that rebirth is on the other side of that death process. So however they get through that portal, that's not blocking people out. That's leaving room for people to come in. Everyone on that side of that death process is with the death, because we went through a rebirth process. It's a whole new world with everybody else back over there. They haven't found the Earth Angel yet. I'm looking for this little baby Earth Angel, this little cherub. I'm looking for this little baby Earth Angel just kind of flying around. That's what it is. While all these hate train crashes, while all these hate trains crash, that's what it is. And I mean, you really don't want to look at a train wreck, but it's just what sometimes you just got to. That's what it is. And, surveying the damage of natural disasters, because didn't we tell them that natural disasters were happening? And they just kept doing it. Every time they attack that Earth Angel, something bad happens. Cool. So then whoever the fuck they are over there in natural disaster land. Me? I'm looking for that Earth Angel that every time they attack, something bad happens. Because I got to know for my own self-preservation not to attack that Earth. Because every time you attack that Earth Angel, something bad happens. Okay, cool. So then we have to find that Earth Angel and stop attacking it. Because every time you attack it, God fucks your planet up. Hey, it's that simple. It's not that hard to figure out. Look at that. Energy exchange. Simple enough. And that's the thing. I will be calling my energy back. If people harvested my energy without my consent, that breaks the law of consent and contract. I'm sorry. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Why couldn't you generate your own energy? Because Reiki can only be used for positive healing purposes, and you're not doing anything positive or healing? I can't do anything about that. Find a practitioner that will work with you. Simple enough. You can't work with people like that. Simple enough. Yep, masculines are upside down. The devil has been kicked in the gonads, and that's fine. I can't do anything about that. Right? I know through my own intuition the devil cannot create anything without feminine energy. Didn't they try to sacrifice the Empress energy? Okay, cool. I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that creative, manifesting energy. That individual that every time as soon as I hear a reader say that, every time they attack the Earth Angel, something bad on the planet happens. Okay, cool. Well, then I have to focus on that Earth Angel. Because number one, I've got to know where that individual is. Because I don't want to just possibly risk attacking that Earth Angel and then something bad happening on the planet. I'm not going to take that risk. Not with my 5-star reviews. Fuck you, buddy. Guys in the upside down position. That's what it is, yeah. They didn't want to give Pisces their flowers, and now Pisces giving them theirs. It's that simple. They didn't want to give Pisces their flowers. They had a lack of faith. They didn't want to invest. They didn't want to ascend. They didn't want to heal. And now Pisces is giving them their flowers. It's that simple. What comes around goes around. It's not that hard. What is the problem that, oh God, but it's whole groups of people? Well, yeah, but do you really want those kinds of people on the new earth? Because that's how we're letting God handle it. We're letting God pick which area. Burning Man? Sorry. So an area out in the middle of the desert, secluded away from everyone. 70,000 people there, like a small city, but it's just what it is. It was divine timing. It's divine timing. It was their time. Love is all there is. Simple enough. That's what it is. I mean, they had no love for the Earth Angel, and I understand that. That's why I'm looking for that Earth Angel that they couldn't sacrifice. Because they wanted to destiny swap. And that's just what it is. And I don't know what kind of destiny that Earth Angel has, but I'd like to resurrect that shit so that they can continue on their destiny. Simple enough. I mean, if the whole world ends, but the Earth Angel's protected, well then after everybody's fucking gone, I'll be able to find that Earth Angel. They're protected. They'll still be around. They'll still be sitting there waiting for someone to, just kind of come rolling up. It's just what it is. And it'll be me. It'll be me because I don't accept anything except appointments. I accept appointments only. Because while I'm looking for an Earth Angel, I have to set appointments for that shit. We have to keep our boundaries respected. Here's my card. Higher consciousness is over top of all of it. Welcome to the Magnum Opus. That's what it is. It is the great work, the good news, the gospel, the problem that they have to, and that's just what it is. They have to figure out their own fucking problems. It's simple enough. That's what it is. I don't care about other people's problems. I don't. That's what it is. If I have to care about your problems, it requires an appointment. It just requires an appointment. Simple enough. Because I understand everybody's got problems right now, and you can't help everyone. But because of the situation, a small group of bad apples were allowed to get everybody wrapped up in. I have to wrap that shit up and give it to God. Simple enough. Not taking on any of that shit. That's what it is. Energy transfer is very, very real. That's what it is. Pisces, put your boundaries up, and the right people will show up at the right time. Cool. Thank you for that. So if the right people haven't showed up at the right time yet, as an ascended master, what does that tell you? The planet's nothing but the wrong fucking people. That's what it is. Because you listen to Destiny Swappers. You listen to people that are smiling in your face now, that can't get out of whatever they've gotten themselves wrapped up in, and every tarot reader on the planet talking about it. You can't have every tarot reader on the planet talking about them trying to sacrifice an Earth Angel. Great. Where is that Earth Angel? I'm not worried. Everybody else is getting karma. I'm only worried about that Earth Angel that they couldn't sacrifice. That magical, mystical creature. Simple enough. Simple enough. That easy. Until people figure out their own problems, and that's 8 years. A long group 8-year cycle. That's what it is. I'm good for the next fucking 20, so it's no problem. It's no problem for me. Just what it is. Simple enough. I hear they fucked around and found out. Okay, great. Well then tell me, ladies, what did these individuals fuck around and find out? What did Destiny Swappers finally realize that they couldn't do? Right, cool. So when my questions can get answered, I'll give a fuck. Namaste.